I'm ready.
Will do.
Yes.
Understood.
Acknowledged. Nothing important there, Tahar. Just some provisions.
Will do.
Take them down! Charge! Of course. I need to focus! Yes. Understood. Yes.
It's quite empty. Where are all the recruits?
Out for the drills or in the halls of justice, I guess. There's a trial taking place right now.
Another mage?
Yeah, some elven woman, I believe.
Got it.
Acknowledged. Of course. Understood.
No city of Nortander evokes as much awe as Greyfell and its guardian keep, the seat of the crown. Built into the Hibernian ruins that once crowned King's Mountain, its walls and towers were made to withstand every foe and army, from the great Orcish horde to a swarm of dragons. It was here that the Mage Wars came to an end, after an unknown rebel warned the crown of your father's planned attack. You remember the battle that followed all too well. Though many soldiers were honored for their bravery, no amount of medals will make you forget the widow's cries at the funeral pyres.
Ah, finally, some fresh air. Come on, Tahar. Let's head to the North Tower. Quite the view, isn't it? Just doesn't get old. Still hard to believe that some 1,000 years ago, somebody actually built this place.
They will fall.
For the crown!
Got it.
Acknowledged.
Will do.
May the light have mercy on you.
There she goes. No more magic for you.
I didn't know the Iron Mask kills right away.
Well, from what I've heard, there are two ways it can go. Either it makes you lose your magic, and then slowly your sanity, or it causes a brain rupture once it's branded onto your face. Seems that this woman suffered the latter.
Who was she?
No idea. She might have been with the rebels the army recently took out near Windwall. They still haven't given up. By all that can be said about your father, he certainly had his followers. They're like weeds. Whenever you think you've gotten them all, you find a new patch eating away the seeds somewhere.
I still can't believe the Lord Marshal is allowing them to do this in Greykeep. Weren't they an underground movement just some moons ago?
They were. Things changed quickly, it seems.
Let's move on.
Sure.
Yes? Who are you?
Just two soldiers. We saw the branding. Impressive work.
What do you want?
Could you tell me more about the purity of light? About your faith?
Oh, you're a seeker.
Maybe.
Interesting. Well, I will do my best to answer your questions.
What exactly do you believe in? I've been told the purity of light renounces the Guardians. Is that true?
Renounce? No. The Guardians, as well as the renegade gods, are Aeonir's creation. And they are as truthful as he is. They left us.
What do you mean by they left?
Well, they were only temporary to begin with. Aeonir created them to tend to our world as long as mankind is corrupted. But now he wants to return to our world. And the Guardians have gone back to their slumber.
Aeonir wants to return?
Yes, Aeonir will return to this world. 12 moons ago, the Harbinger of Light, our leader, had visions where the All-Father himself spoke to him. He said that after all the suffering we, his creation, had to endure, the time has come to bring peace again. He will reveal himself to us, and will make this world one of freedom, peace, and equality again.
And how exactly will he do this? It's not like there's no reason our world is the way it is.
It's a god we are talking about. Not a guardian, but a true god. The only god, the creator. You're making the mistake I made before the Harbinger showed me the truth too. You are trying to apply human thinking to something that never was human to begin with.
And why hasn't he returned yet?
Well, that's the reason we're here. Aonir also told the Harbinger something else. That he will only return once mankind has become pure again.
Pure?
Yes. Free of the wrong faith. Free of defilers. That's our mission. And once we've succeeded, the Harbinger will open the gates so that Aonir can step through.
Interesting.
That's one word for it.
Do you have some kind of leader? Your movement originated in Greyfell, correct?
Movement. I don't think you quite understand who we are, soldier. But I have faith that you will soon enough. Regarding your first question, yes, we do. Harbinger of Light, or Rondar Lacane, as his worldly name is known. He is out of the city at the moment, but if you want a chance to hear his sermons yourself, he will return to Greykeep 1 or 2 days from now.
This woman, what did she do?
That one? She was one of Asamo Tahar's rebels. They hid in wind walls, but the royal army took out their camp. She summoned a beast that tore apart 13 soldiers before they finally pinned her down. It's good that the mask put an end to her right away.
What's your problem with mages?
We don't have a problem with mages. We have a problem with defilers.
What's the difference?
Well, a mage is someone who has the ability to tap into the power the All-Father Aonir used to create the universe. It's a burden, and we are well aware of how some mages suffer. However, having that ability by itself is not a sin. Using it is. Man should not have that power, regardless of stature or morality. But that's what defilers do. They have no humility. They recklessly indulge in their magic and use it for their own purposes. Asamo Tahar is the best example. He showed the world how foul and dangerous uncontrolled magic can be.
What about battle mages? There are mages in the Royal Army too.
Well, technically they are defilers too, but they are a necessary evil, so to speak. Mages are powerful, and in order to keep Nortander safe from them, they might be needed. It sounds paradoxical, I know, but it's the truth.
But can't magic also be used for good?
It's not about good or bad, it's about humility. Man was never meant to use magic, and the disregard of this fact is what made the world the violent, corrupted place that it is. So yes, magic can heal as much as it can kill, but that does not change that we are not allowed to meddle with it. We are not gods, soldier, we are men, and until we know our place again, Aonir will not return.
Well, thanks for your help. I'll be going.
Certainly. Aonir's light guide your path, soldier.
Huh?
And
Yes. Acknowledged.
let's see.
Wait, I've seen your face before, haven't I? Uh-huh.
Yes.
course.
Understood.
Understood. So tell me, Tahar, is it just me, or has the General changed?
Now that came out of nowhere.
I mean, back when I joined the Wolf Guard, he was so different, passionate about our cause. But now, I don't know.
Well, the war did take its toll on him, that's for sure. But I think that goes for all of us, doesn't it?
Probably. In war, ideals are a luxury, aren't they?
Yes?
Don't know what they're talking about, if you ask me.
Ha! But that's the problem, Casper. They won't ask us. Not them high and mighty Lightbringers. Not them royal counselors. Not even the Lord Marshal. I mean, why would they? We're just two cripples.
Who won a fucking war for them?
Us? But it was the Queen. Don't you remember? The Queen with her mighty powers.
Of course. How could I forget? You know what's worse? How they still dare to keep that Tahar filth in our ranks. Might as well fucking spit right in our faces.
You're telling me.
Is there a problem?
What's it to you?
Oh, I'm just being curious. I thought I heard you talk about the Mage Wars.
Well, we did. Who... Wait a moment. I think I know you, don't I?
You might. Take a good look.
Hi.
By the fucking claws of Nor. That's Tahar. That's the fucking betrayer's child.
Shit, you're right. Hey, Tahar. You want to know a secret?
What?
That.
All right. You'll regret this.
Will I? What do you want to do? Tear us apart with your fucking magic right in front of the Purity? Just like your father, huh? Bloody defilers. We should just have the Purity hang the whole lot of you. Now, sod off! My day's been shit enough as it is.
Look, I understand that this gets to you, but you have to stay calm, all right? Anything else will just stoke the fire.
I don't think it ever mattered what I said or did.
You again. What do you want? You again. You again. What do you want?
Let's see.
One, two. That's it, lads. Keep at it.
Now would you look at that?
The best wares from Kalea to Northander. Yes? Want to trade? Come again. May Tiara bless your path.
Yes, that's it. Now again. Remember, eyes locked onto your opponent.
Of course.
Look at that. The fabled Wolf Guard has arrived. Always good to see some friendly faces.
Sergeant Esme?
Always so stern, Bertrand. What do you need? Some early morning practice?
Why not? What do you think, Tahar?
Who are we fighting?
Well, what does it look like? Recruits. Some of them almost know what they're doing, but some others could really use some actual sparring. So, what do you say?
Well, I guess I could do with some practice.
Good. Then get in the ring.
Understood.
Brandon, Ronan, come here.
Yeah,
See these two over there? You'll fight them.
but they're Wolfguard.
Correct. I've seen you two train, and you won't last a second out in the field. Time for you to get some real practice.
But,
Get in the ring.
as you command.
Quite the dragon, isn't she? Let's go easy on them, Tahar.
All right, lads, here we go again. Show the corporal what you're made of.
Wait! You won, alright? I yield! I said I yield, damn it!
All right, corporal. I think they've had enough. Well done, lads. Now get back to the barracks and have someone see to those wounds, all right?
Poor sods.
The sergeant is right. If they're going to survive out there, they need proper training. In other words, we did them a favor.
One way to see it.
1, 2, 1, 2. That's it, lads. Keep at it. Good work. Those pals aren't without talent, but they're far too spoiled by these walls. Hang on a moment. Here. I've heard talk about a new mission, and something tells me it's the reason the Lord Marshal wants to see you. And I guess you could use these.
A friendly gesture. I almost forgot how that felt.
Don't be so dramatic. So, what do you say? Tired already? My boys could do with more real combat like that.
What do you think, Tahar?
Yes, why not? I could use some more practice.
Great. Let's make it more of a challenge this time. Get in the ring when you're ready. No, no, no! You there! Yes, you Wolf Guards! Get your asses over here!
Are you talking to us, Sergeant?
I am. I want you to fight Corporal Tahar and Carpal.
And just when did we become your recruits?
You're not. But my recruits need to see some real combat. And a fight between 5 brethren of the Wolf Guard would be quite the show.
Look, we don't have time for...
We'll fight.
But...
Get in the ring.
On your marks, and fight!
Whatever's necessary.
Stop! That's enough! What are you trying to do, for heck's sake? Get yourself killed? This is practice, and Tahar beat you. You might not be my unit, but this is my ring. Get out of there!
This isn't over, Tahar. I swear it.
Yes, that's it! Now again! Remember, eyes locked onto your opponents! Blazes. That guy fought as if he wanted to kill you. Aren't you Wolfguard soldiers supposed to be, I don't know, friends?
We are. I've no idea what got into him.
Maybe, nonsense. Never mind.
What is it?
Just a stupid thought. Forget about it.
Bertrand, Tell me.
No idea how much you remember from that night when we freed you, but as I told you, Anselm was there, together with his sister. Your father, he killed her. Judging by the look on Anselm's face, he hates your guts. So maybe...
You think he's blaming me for her death?
I don't know, maybe.
That's stupid.
You're telling me. But anyway, it's just an assumption. I might be completely wrong.
Anyway, here. You should take this as an apology. It was a stupid idea to have you fight each other. I'd suggest another round, but I suppose you've had enough by now. And the Lord Marshal is waiting for you.
Who would we fight?
Well, to be honest, I don't think there's much point in having you beat more recruits. But seeing you fight has reminded me that lately, I haven't had a lot of practice neither.
You want to fight us?
2 versus 1?
You don't count, Bertrand.
Very funny.
Come on, let's not overthink this. Let's get in the ring.
Yes.
Good. Then let's dance. Ready, Tahar? Good. Recruits, ready your weapons! Alright, this is enough. Oof. The years have really taken their toll on me. This would have gone down differently some years ago.
That's what they all say.
Sod off, Carpal. Jokes aside, thanks for the practice. That was a damn good fight. Let's just hope seeing their sergeant in the dust like this doesn't make the recruits act all cocky again.
Well, if it does, you'll be there to show them their place.
I guess. Anyway, you should go see the Marshal now. Good luck, you two. Stay safe. 1, 2, 1, 2. That's it, lads. Keep at it. Yes? Did you go see the Marshal yet?
Got it. Will do.
Understood.
Understood.
No. It's fireballs you're dodging, not candy. Again.
Interesting. Let's see.
Hey, you're an adventurer, aren't you? Come. Farewell.
One, two. That's it, lads. Keep at it.
Orders? Of course.
Few people know the story behind the impressive hall, with its gilded pillars and domed roof. It was constructed in 6542 by King Arif Aelith as a monument to his greatness. Arif was known for his cruelty and decadence. When after a fight, his equally disliked brother attempted to kill him, Arif fled all the way to the top of the Grey Tower, into his shrine. But his brother, sword in hand, followed. A fight ensued in which both of them were fatally wounded. Ever since, the hall has stood as a symbol for justice.
This isn't the Hall of War. You know that, don't you?
No, Bertrand, I forgot. But I want to see this trial you were talking about.
Well, it's probably already started. Let's go take a look. Pray tell.
Got it.
What do you want me to say? That I used my magic to kill those soldiers? Yes, I did. And I would do it again. Because they tried to kill me.
She's lying, for heck's sake! That bloody witch is lying!
You know what? You're right. I killed these men just because I liked it. Then I cooked a potion from their entrails and finally found myself a nice little broom to fly off into the moonlight.
Do you think this is the time for jesting?
I don't. But for the past hour, I have done nothing but repeat the same story over and over again.
For which you have no evidence.
Yes, and neither do you. But you know, that's the great thing about religious idiots like you. You always pick the story you like most. Now go ahead. Get that pretty little mask on my face already. I'm sure Aonir would enjoy that as much as seeing elven mages raped by Leonider soldiers.
Heresy. This is heresy.
Area of Finnenmere. You are hereby found guilty of breaking the new laws by using magic to slay 3 soldiers of the royal army. The punishment will be death by the pike and shall be carried out by the morrow. The trial is over.
That's tough.
What do you make of this?
I don't know. She might be speaking the truth, or she might be lying. But it's 2 witnesses against her word, so I guess the sentence was only fair.
Who was that woman? The older one?
You don't know? Alright, now that surprises me. That was Amaria Leonider, the only surviving member of House Leonider. All of her sons died in the final battle of the Nortander army against your father's rebels.
She seemed to be very upset by what the elf said about Aonir.
Yeah, no wonder. She's one of the most fervent followers of the Purity. Probably also one of the reasons why they could get so much influence within the crown. House Leonider was one of the greatest armies in Nortander. But let's go, shall we? I wouldn't want to keep the Lord Marshal waiting any longer.
Interesting.
The betrayer's child. So they still haven't thrown you into a dungeon, have they?
What's your problem?
My problem? Maybe that Isamotahar's child is allowed to run around the keep and wear the Nortander badge like none of what your father did ever happened.
I risked my life to help Nortander, and my father wanted to kill me for it. You're aware of that, right?
That's what you'd like people to believe, isn't it? Well, here's what I think really happened. You saw that you couldn't escape with your father when the Wolf Guard came to get you. So, you decided to play traitor instead.
If that were true, I would have rejoined the rebellion the first chance I got.
Maybe you tried. Or maybe there's a bigger scheme behind all this and you're just waiting for the right moment to stab the crown in the back. I'll make sure you see the light one day, Tahar. Trust me, I will.
Acknowledged.
Yes? Who? Wait. You are Corporal Tahar, aren't you? The betrayer's child.
I have a name, you know.
I suppose you do. In any case, is there something you need? I have business to attend to.
What did this woman do?
She killed 3 soldiers of the Nortander army. Though I am not certain how this concerns you.
Who are you? I haven't seen you in Greykeep before.
That is very possible, since I've only just arrived. I'm Caspar Terrace, servant of the Light and Lord Angar's appointed judge, to trial all these who refuse to abide by the new laws.
So the Purity is creating the laws now?
No. We only aid Lord Angar in enforcing them.
I'll be off.
Huh, interesting.
Now would you look at that? Yes.
Understood. Let's see.
In the midst of the keep, like a lithic giant challenging the sky, stands the Grey Tower. Though not the highest of towers, it is no doubt the most important, as it houses both the Hall of War and the Hall of Justice.
Here we are. Now let's find the Lord Marshal and the General.
Yeah, they're probably in the Hall of War. You know, Tahar, there's something I've been wondering about lately.
What?
All this, the army, the Wolf Guard, the crown, does it fulfill you?
What do you mean?
It just, never mind. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Tahar, that's the cellar, not the war room. You know that, right?
I was just wondering why it looks as if it hasn't been open for years. Isn't that where they store some provisions in case of a siege?
Well, good question. You'll have to ask the quartermaster about that. Yes. Of course. Acknowledged.
What? Can you not see I am busy? Did the Lord Marshal send you?
No, he didn't.
Then move along, will you? I'm working with dangerous substances.
Come on, Tahar. Let's leave him be.
What? Can you not see I am busy?
No.
Then move.
Come on, Tahar. Let's leave him be.
Understood.
What are you doing? These are General Noria's quarters. Understood.
Will do. Got it. Let's see.
All right, here we go. Ready to go in?
You sound nervous.
Nervous? No. Never mind. Come on, let's go in. Huh, interesting.
The Hall of War is not only where most of Northander politics are conducted, but also where emissaries and diplomats from other empires are first received when visiting Greykeep. It is easy to understand the reason, once one has walked on the marble floors, through the gilded arches, and beneath the eyes of the many statues that adorn its giant halls.
Understood.
I said dismissed.
But all we need is more time. The cure is within reach, and we...
You've had your time, and what did you achieve? Nothing. People are dying as we speak, and if we do not stop this plague right now, it'll wipe out all of Graythorn next. Once you've found a cure, fine, we will use it. But for now, this is the only way.
I understand, Lord Marshal. Forgive me for my failure.
Dismissed.
Tahar, get over here. We don't have all day.
Interesting. Lord Marshal, General Noria, you wanted to see us?
We did. Sentenza?
Yes. What do you know about the Bloodburn?
I'm not sure what you mean, sir.
So, our commitment to secrecy worked for a change. That's refreshing.
The Bloodburn is a plague. The first time we heard about it was about 3 months ago. For almost a moon's turn now, every capable alchemist of Greyfell and Everlight has been searching for a cure, and there are rumors that the elves, the dwarves, and even the greenskins are affected by it as well. Problem is, we are nowhere near a solution, and recently there's been a massive outbreak at a village near Greyfell, Leonon.
And am I right to assume that this blood burn is lethal?
Absolutely. It's by far the most dangerous plague EO has seen since the Red Fever. It corrupts a person's blood, hence the name. It starts with a light fever and some nausea. Within a week, people will bleed from their mouths and their eyes. We don't know what causes it, and so far, no medicine is shown to help. Once the first symptoms show, it goes quickly. The blood forms blisters, which eventually burst open, and by then, the fever already causes an excruciating pain. After that, it's over quickly. Within the next few days, the victim will bleed out like a slaughtered pig.
Tiara's breath.
Indeed.
Any idea what causes it? How does it spread?
Well, that's the thing. We don't know. Some things seem to suggest that it's contagious, whereas some alchemists believe the infections occur at random.
At random?
Well, not entirely. Apparently there's a pattern, but it seems almost too ridiculous to say it.
The infected we've talked to, many of them have reported hearing, I don't know how to put it, noises around where the infection must have taken place.
Noises?
Yes, some of them even said it sounded like a voice. Superstitious nonsense, of course. But it might suggest that it's more than a mere disease, which is troubling.
A curse. That is what you're suggesting, isn't it?
A curse? No. If anything, I think it might be some kind of magical anomaly. However, you're not here to muse about the causes of the plague. We have scholars set on that. You're here because the Wolf Guard will set out on a mission. Sentenza?
We have to find a way to contain the outbreak in that village, Leonon. If the infections reach Greyfell, we will be faced with a catastrophe that will make the Mage Wars look like a pleasant dream. Thus, we, together with a small division of Nortander soldiers, will travel to Leonon and assess the situation and see what we can do.
What's my role in this?
What kind of question is that? You're a member of the Wolf Guard and this is a royal mission. End of story.
I understand. But if there's no cure, how can we contain it?
We'll see when we get there.
If the bloodburn is deadly, how do we protect ourselves when we go into contaminated territory?
Again, we haven't understood the bloodburn's distribution pattern yet, so there's a chance it'll not affect you anyway. But to make sure, our alchemists have prepared a concoction that's supposed to protect against the infection.
Supposed to protect?
Well, it did work for our scouts. We'll simply have to take the risk.
Understood. When do we set out?
Tomorrow at first light. Just get your things and your potion from the alchemist downstairs. His name is Albertus de Reims. Then meet me at the gate when you're ready. Anything else, Lord Marshal Arendir?
No. Just solve the problem.
We will.
What? You've been briefed.
What is it? Meet me at the gate of the keep when you're ready.
Are you Albertus de Reims?
Depends on who's asking.
Corporal Carpel and Corporal Tahar, Wolfguard. We were told you can give us a medicine that can protect against the bloodburn?
Ah, so that's you. Yes, here are your potions. Drink 2 sips of it 2 hours before entering the contaminated zone. It lasts for about 7 hours.
And it works?
Of course it works. Just make sure to never go over my suggested dose, otherwise it can be lethal. Now, is there anything else? If not, I've got business to attend to.
No, that was all. Thank you.
That's the cellar, not the war room. You know that, right?
I was just wondering why it looks as if it hasn't been open for years. Isn't that where they store some provisions in case of a siege?
Well, good question. You'll have to ask the quartermaster about that. Of course.
One, two, 1, 2. That's it, lads. Keep at it.
There you are. Ready?
We are.
Good. Then let's go get the others. We have a long journey ahead of us.
Wide swathes of green, fertile soil, lakes and rivers rich in fish. The people of Leonon, a small village in the meadowlands of Leonida, have long led a peaceful life. Now the tides have turned. According to word of mouth, the village has been struck by the blood burn. It is your mission to ascertain these rumors' veracity and act accordingly.
All I'm saying is that I just don't understand why people always act that way. I mean,
Quiet. We're here.
This is Leonon? Huh. Looks pretty serene.
Still.
What about our troops? Should we wait for them to catch up?
No. Our first task is to assess the situation anyway. How bad is it, and how many are infected? Once we have a clearer picture, we'll act accordingly.
Meaning?
We'll see.
For the crowd!
Understood.
For the queen!
Charge!
Souls. What a pleasure to practice.
Easy.
Charge!
Onwards.
Mm-hmm.
Take them down!
I'll take a look.
Huh. Interesting.
Stay alert.
Acknowledged.
Right away.
Huh? For the crown!
For the queen! Not now!
What's this?
Looks like an old trading post. I guess it got overrun by rebels during the Mage Wars. We might actually use it as an outpost if we need help from our troops.
Speaking of troops, where's the rest of the Wolf Guard? Didn't you say we'd meet up with them near the King's Forest?
Yes, but they're still up north taking care of some rebels. They should arrive soon, though.
Still fresh. And they don't show any symptoms of the blood burn.
That's not good. We should hurry.
Of course.
Sure. Huh? Ragged cloth, blistered feet. They look like refugees.
Huh. All that time stationed in Greatkeep almost made me forget how many of them are still out there. Damn that bloody war.
Will do.
You're from the army. Are you here to take care of those elves? Don't hurt us, please.
Huh?
Now would you
Who
look
are you?
I'll take a look.
Huh?
Yes.
All right.
Now would you look at that? A respectable soldier, right in our humble encampment. How can I help?
Who are you people? We didn't expect to find someone that far out in the wild.
Who we are? Well, we like to call ourselves the Travelers, though most would probably refer to us as refugees. Orphans of the war, if you're feeling poetic. Tramps, if you aren't.
I see, but why stay on the road? Why not try your luck in, I don't know, Everlight, perhaps? Greyfell?
Did you really just ask that? Of course we'd rather be behind thick walls with a roof over our heads. But what do you think the odds are of the guards letting a group of ragged vagrants through their precious gates? I learned it the hard way. You see, this is why we came to Leonon, a village, and we only heard the best about it from a traveler. And now, it got taken by a bloody plague. If fate exists, it has a damn bad sense of humor.
Where are you from, then? I take it your city got destroyed in the war.
City? Town's more like it. Mistvale, it was called. We aren't all from there, though. Just me and that red-headed girl over there, Elaine. But yes, it got destroyed. I still feel like all this is just a bad dream sometimes. I spent my entire life there, and now it's gone. Burnt to the ground by Asamo Dahar's defilers. It's a tragedy. But to answer your question, most of these folks I met on the road, and we just stuck together. It's easier to survive in numbers.
So, you're the leader?
Well, I'm definitely the one with the most winters on my back, and I guess that made people trust me, for better or worse.
Well, good luck to you people. We need to push on now.
Wait, I don't know how to say this, but something happened and we don't really know what to do. Could you spare a moment and help us?
What is it?
It's actually quite simple. We were betrayed by one of our own, a young fellow named Gilbert. He was responsible for giving out food to everyone in the camp. Long story short, he stole from us. When our provisions were running low, we decided that we needed to cut the rations. But Gilbert didn't accept it, so he just took half of our provisions and ran off.
I'll see what I can do. Do you think he's still in the area?
I'm sure of it. It only just happened last night, and with them elven folk around, he wouldn't dare to go far. Thank you, soldiers. It's good to know that the Crown still cares about us.
She does.
Let's see.
I'll be off.